The dancer's phenomenal. Another hand for them, please. And as Jen mentioned, I'm here representing Weave, and what I want to talk to you about is engaging men and boys in the fight to end violence against women and girls. The first thing, I hear you. The first thing that I want you guys to do is play a game of Imagine with me. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine a world of threes. Okay, everybody, eyes closed. A world where 1 in 3 women will be the victim of domestic violence at some point in their lifetime. A world where each day 3 women in the United States are murdered by their husband, a significant other, or boyfriend. A world where our adolescent girls, 1 in 3 of them, will be the victim of some sort of physical, emotional, or verbal abuse at the hands of a dating partner. That world isn't so hard to imagine, is it? It's because that's the world that we live in. But I want you guys to imagine this. Cue the audio, please.
When you hear statistics like 1 in 3 adolescent girls in the U.S. is either physically, emotionally, or verbally abused by someone they're dating, it makes you wonder what can be done to help reverse those numbers.
A boy would come up and a couple of girls would walk by and they would say, "What's up, blank?" You know.
Most of the high schools, you'll probably see the same thing. I mean, guys don't always treat the girls the way they should.
A lot of guys sometimes treat the girl as their property.
Using inappropriate names, you know, or talking about, you know, what they do off campus.
Girls and guys get in arguments over Facebook, over the wall posts. And
all the sexting stuff is getting big, you know, that happens a lot now.
Ron Barney is not only the football coach at Mesa Verde High School, but the athletic specialist for the entire San Juan Unified School District. He admits he couldn't sit by and watch these young men and women disrespect each other.
One day in particular, I asked 2 girls who were in my weight training class, I asked them, "Were you okay with what those guys just said?" And they go, "Not really, Coach, but that's just the way people talk nowadays, so we have to accept it." I went out and talked to the 2 young men afterwards, and they were pretty good guys, and they kind of got the message that maybe they should talk a little bit better. And that's just something I noticed, that it hit me right away. And then the program came about.
The program is called Coaching Boys into Men. The idea is for coaches to sit down with athletes and discuss real-life situations, such as when a young man talks badly about a girl, hits her, or even rapes her.
And we do it in a room, and it usually incorporates a couple of questions that starts a discussion. Sometimes if a coach and the team are pretty close, you'd be surprised. Those athletes will come out and say some things they might not say in a normal setting. And then when some stories come out, or some ideas, it hits everybody, and then that's when the lesson is a success.
Senior Eric Christensen.
It was really the open-ended conversations about what we did with girls, you know, how we treated girls.
Eddie Galvin and Lawrence Hall are also seniors at Mesa Verde.
It made us think is really what it did. It just made us, you know, think about what we were saying, how we were acting, and being a role model for the people who weren't in the program.
It's just a program that, like, really opens your eyes.
Coach Barney says over the last few years he's seen quite a difference, not only with his team, but with other students at the school.
Our athletes then become, not only do they get the idea, but they actually become the mentors of a lot of the other students on campus.
Whenever, like, someone would, like, you know, whistle at a girl or, you know, call a girl, you know, a name, a lot of the guys would be like, "Hey, boys and men," you know, that's when you know that, like, you were kind of in the wrong, you shouldn't say that, and then people would get each other to apologize.
Being kind of a big person on campus, people listen to your voice, people listen to what you have to say. A couple friends I had hands-on experience with a couple times, they're arguing with their girlfriends, and they said something they shouldn't have said, and I kind of told them it was wrong, you know. They kind of thanked me for telling them that, because they helped their relationship, and I guess they've been doing really better now.
Hopefully this could be like the ground floor for, like, even like a nationwide Boys and Men program. I think that it would be really beneficial.
Nikki Medora, KFBK.
Thank you. Weren't those just phenomenal results that we got in the Mesa Verde community? And those are the type of results that we've achieved in high school communities all across Sacramento. And I want to let you know the call to action here for you is that could be changes in your community as well. The Coaching Boys into Men program is appropriate for middle school and high school age children. The program is free, and I will personally offer my services to train the coaches to deliver this program. It's 11 pre-scripted lessons that take about 10 or 15 minutes for the coach to deliver at any time that's convenient to him. The objectives and this program is researched and proven to get results. It teaches boys what's appropriate and inappropriate behavior in their relationships with girls. It teaches them gender bias versus gender neutral patterns of speech and thought. So when an athlete says to his friend, teammate, you're playing like a girl, or something worse and more colorful, what does that say about their attitude towards girls and women? It makes them conscious of that. And the third and most important thing that you heard is that these athletes are then willing as role models in their schools and their communities to intervene amongst their peers. You will hear boys to men. They never say coaching boys into men. They just say boys to men. That's them checking their peers. So the call to action for you is these coaches, they're your friends, they coach your kids, they're your neighbors, they go to church with you. I want you to ask them to deliver this program. It will transform your community, and we're going to do a countdown so you'll remember what to tell them, okay? Everybody say 4, 3, 2, 1. And what that countdown is for is 4 hours. That's all we're asking from a team over the course of 3 months, which is the typical length of a season, to change one community. That community is your community.
All right.
So I want you again, what's the 4? 4 what?
4 hours.
4 hours. You guys are good. Over 3 what?
Months.
3 months. To what?
Change.
To change one what?
Community.
Whose community?
Mine.
All right. So the weave table is over there, right under the tree. I'll be over there until 8 o'clock. If anybody's interested in hearing more about the program, you want to implement it, please stop by. I can tell you all about it. Thank you for your time.